what else I could do with this. And so we finally got some waivers that we could give to families in early intervention to be able to share pictures, videos, a little bit about their story. And I thought, oh my gosh, like this is it. Like these families can help other families that are new on their early intervention journey. So welcome to Tune In the First 3 Years. This is the introductory podcast for the third rendition of the podcast. So in February 2022, I started Tune In Discovering Your Authentic Self as my healing journey after my separation and divorce. I spoke a lot about nervous system regulation, attachment theory, relationship things, and things that I was learning about myself and my part in the marriage and just my healing journey. It was so cathartic and so healing to go through that. But after 3 years, I recognized that I really wasn't in alignment with everything that I was doing in my life. So I had switched jobs and I started working in early intervention, which was with babies and young children under 3. And I just felt like my life was in two different places. Like it was in early intervention, and then I was focusing more on adults and nervous system. And it was just hard. It was hard to fit it all together. So I morphed the podcast into Tune In, Bond to Bloom to focus more on infant mental health. And then in November, I took a long break. I've basically been out of it for 6 months. Just it wasn't a priority at the time. Other things were going on that I needed to deal with and address, and it just didn't feel like the right time. And I wasn't ashamed to say that or feel that way. So now the time has come that I feel like this is it. I feel like it just in my soul, I feel like this is the path. And I felt bad because we had barely done very many episodes with Bond to Bloom, doing new artwork, doing new music. But I decided I can easily keep the artwork, I can keep the music, and just the title is changing and the introduction and the outro. But in February, I was starting to do the social media for our parent company for early intervention. And that just got the juices flowing in terms of understanding what else I could do with this. And so we finally got some waivers that we could give to families in early intervention to be able to share pictures, videos, a little bit about their story. And I thought, oh my gosh, this is it. These families can help other families that are new on their early intervention journey. So I fortunately feel like I have made great connections with some of the families that are still in the program, some that have graduated, and some that have aged out. And it's just working beautifully. I have asked 3 families already. Everyone has said yes. They are so excited. I've already recorded 2 podcasts with 2 different moms, and I have many more in the queue that I want to interview. And my heartbeat is to share these stories. A lot of it is pain for them, but now they're more on the other side of it, how they have gotten through a diagnosis, a NICU stay, a hard time where the baby was developmentally delayed, and just they're on the other side of it now where they feel like they can impart wisdom and share what they went through, and just that it's normal to feel how they feel. Sometimes people feel very exasperated, very stressed, very unsure and uncertain what this path looks like. And it looks different for everyone, right? But just to be able to be a support for new parents that are on this path that don't know what to expect, don't know what their future holds. And I am so, so blessed to be part of this. And it just tugs at my heartstrings, tugs at my soul every time I start the conversation with the family and they're like, yes, I want to do it. And I'm just so excited to bring this into the world. And my prayer is that it really helps a lot of people just feel held. So join us on the journey.